everyone hear me okay? Yes? Good back there? Good. Okay, I want to begin by welcoming everyone to Mezzo and to thank all of you for coming to support the Windsor Stars. Without support from all of you in this wonderful community, this organization obviously wouldn't be possible. We're really excited for the 2012 season this year, especially for the addition of the U23 reserve team. Really exciting for youth development in the Windsor-Essex County area. This team will act as somewhat of a feeder team for the Stars Premier team. As some of you may know, we had about 5 players that were signed overseas last year, which is a great accomplishment for our first year. So by having some of these players go off to better, bigger things than the Stars, it allows some of the youth players in the area to step up and to show their talent in the Windsor area. We're extremely proud of these players and that the Stars were used as a stepping stone for these players to excel for better leagues overseas. We're also working with some schools in the U.S. to help some players, promote some players, and to receive some scholarship for this upcoming school year as well. So really exciting stuff for the Windsor area. At the team level, we're taking a slightly different approach this year, a different philosophy. One that recognizes the challenges in operating a professional franchise in a market such as Windsor. As you may know, that if any of you, or I'm sure a lot of you came out to some of the games last year, we had the most attendance in the league by literally thousands. One of our games, we broke the 3,000 fan mark at our London City game, which the CSL hasn't seen in 5-6 years until like one of the final games. So it's really exciting that the community has been coming together to support the team. It's really important as well. Simply, we recognize to be successful as a franchise, we need to have the support of our local clubs, and in particular have cooperative relationship with the University of Windsor men's team as well. Something that we're working on right now with the University of Windsor, which is going to be a great joint effort to just help the players to develop better as we give them over to Steve Hart, the university. Of course, we are aware of of this past 2011 season and our struggles, and we're working to get around all the literally errors that we made to make this team well recognized in the area and in Windsor, Essex County. Just to wrap it up, I just want to thank a lot of people that helped out last year and this year: Joseph Georgie, Mike Messick. We've added Voncho Sorosky. Steve Vanini's been extremely helpful, obviously, as head coach with Pat McNallis. The addition of Ryan and Dan Mendoza helping out as well. Jeff Hodgson, and we appreciate everyone's time and effort because this is a non-profit organization and all our time is literally donated. So I just want to thank everybody for that, and thanks for coming. I'm just going to introduce Gino Berardi, our VP, and then the coaches after that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and give it up for Phil again. We don't get paid to do this, guys, and it's all a donation, like he said, for us. So everything you see here, everything you guys see in the season, we donate our time to help support the soccer community. So give it up for Phil again. He definitely sacrifices a lot. So just to add to Phil's address, and to upcoming news that's going on with the CSL and everything else that's happening within the league and in soccer in general. See my notes here. What Phil mentioned is our involvement with the community, especially the soccer community and charity communities as well. We want to help benefit everybody in every regard. So we are a non-profit organization. Everything's funded by sponsorship. Anything we can get our hands on in terms of money to help fund, you guys, traveling expenses, all the expenses we incur. So we generally like to keep this going as make history, going 10 years, 20 years. The growth of the sport, youth clubs are a huge advantage. We generally like to include all of them: Chicharo Club, the Komodo Club, the Fogalar, the FC Nationals, generally the development. And these players coming up have an avenue to play at with the Windsor Stars. And the addition, as Phil pointed out, with our reserve team, it's just another avenue for these kids to excel and find opportunity in soccer to advance their careers to scholarships abroad and so forth. Now, our new news in CSL, there are actually 3 new teams, and now this year we have a record amount of teams of 16. The teams added will be Waterloo, Kingston, and Niagara. Now, these additions are huge and really big investors for the CSL in terms of financial aspect. Players, which the Kingston is I believe it's a Nigerian investor, which is importing all Nigerian players, and the Niagara is obviously closer to the U.S. and they'll be bringing over U.S. players from the Buffalo region. So that's great to see that new teams are adding into the CSL for obviously more competition and excitement for us. Also, the CSL is talking about a women's league, and we're really excited about that, where we can add a women's league, and we see a few women's teams here. You guys want to stand up? No, you guys don't want to stand up? We have a Eastside Kickers team and a few members from the Madonna University soccer team. So really, yeah, give them a round of applause. All right. We are to fill you guys in. We are interested in forming a women's professional league, and I hope that brings a lot more excitement to the soccer community and obviously development. So that will be working into the next 1 or 2 years. Going into this season, our game days are probably our most important. Obviously what you guys see, and then from what the management sees. We work all year round in trying to make these events as entertaining as possible to you guys. So we can only do so much as to provide the avenue and the location for you guys to support us. But last year was great. Like Phil said, we had great fan attendance, and it was a really great atmosphere. And I ask you guys, as one of the owners of the team, to let's do more. Let's bring music. Let's bring a band. Let's bring more cheering, and kind of spread the word a little bit more about the Windsor Stars and everything else that we have to offer. Because I know everyone in here is a soccer fan, like myself, and I started this team because I wanted to provide soccer at the highest level possible in Canada for all of us to see, just like every other sport here is being presented. So on those points, I wanted to thank as well the volunteers that we had last year. Were a great help. A lot of them are here right now, and I hope you guys are on board for us this year, because we're going to need you. And also, I'd like to thank all the family members. My family as well have been very supportive in my endeavors with this, so I'd like to hear a round of applause for them. Also, I'm very excited with the attendance that we have here tonight. The University of Windsor, I'd like to thank personally. I played with the university, and it's a personal interest of mine to get them on board. And